Okay, hello and welcome. I just got a package today. Yay, I love getting packages. And I thought I'd do a quick vlog about shipping. Many of you will be coming to Japan soon if you're a new ALT. And I highly recommend shipping some things to yourself. Especially anything to do with winter, which you will not need at all. I'd say the first 2 months at least that you're in Japan, depending on where you get placed. I did this. I left a box in the care of my sister, and when I kind of knew my address and everything, I emailed her and had her send me a box of like my jackets and hats and gloves and I don't know what else. But yeah, that kind of stuff. I highly recommend not bringing in your luggage if you're coming as a jet, because you're limited. You can only bring 2 suitcases with you on the plane, and there's a weight limit depending on what country you're from. And so you really need to bring maybe a few books. I brought some CDs and DVDs in my luggage. You need to bring business casual clothes like what I'm wearing today, slacks, button shirts. If you're a girl, you need to bring 1 suit maybe. But you won't even, there's a chance you won't even need a suit right away, although you might want to wear one like your first week. You're going to maybe meet the mayor or the head of the BOE or somebody. Anyway, you really won't need a suit again though until like graduation. Is the one time you have to have a suit, Anyway, so I got this package. It's from JCPenney, which is a company in America that has large clothing. So as I've talked before, I get all my clothing shipped. I can't buy anything in Japan pretty much. You're like, Jason, you're leaving in 2 months. Why did you just get clothing? Well, I needed a new belt, and I needed a couple new pairs of pants, and I needed a few more undershirts. Undershirts are essential in the summer. It's starting to get hot. And so I just wanted a few things. So this box, as you can see, is, fairly biggish. The weight wasn't that bad. It's not really that full. I don't know quite why it's in such a big box, but it only weighs about 5 kilos. So what I did today was, because I'm going to be sending stuff back to America soon, is I took this box to my post office with my supervisor, who's an awesome lady, to help me with, talking in Japanese. And I just said, if I wanted to send this box to America, how much would it cost? Now, very lucky for me, Japan still has 2 ways you can send a package. You can do it via air, which is obviously the most expensive. They also have an intermediate one called SAL. Maybe Sea Air Land, I don't know what it stands for. And it's kind of like you take your chance. Maybe it'll go on a plane, maybe it'll go on a boat. And it's kind of in between price. And then you have the cheapest, which is Fune, which is by boat. So this box, which weighs, like I said, about 5 kilos, which is what? I can't even convert anymore. 11 pounds about? Would have cost, to me to mail it to America, about 4,000 yen, so say about $40 by boat. To send it airmail would cost about a mon, which is about $100. So it's a big difference, so I'm lucky. Unfortunately, if you're in America and your parents want to send you things, or you're going to send yourself a box, as far as I know, the only way you can send things from America now is airmail to Japan. There is no more by boat. There's one exception to that, which was active when I was shipping stuff. I don't know if it still is, and that's book rate. You can get this special canvas bag, especially if you do want to send yourself books. And you could sneak some other things in there. And you package it up and you put it in this big canvas bag. You have to go ask for it at the post office, and it's kind of like media mail, and it's a cheaper rate, but it takes a while, but that's okay. I mean, and I think it is much cheaper, which is really important when you're sending heavy things. For example, this small box down here, can you see that? Not too big. This cost $50. My comic book store in America sent me that box full of comic books, and comic books weigh a lot. Books and magazines weigh a lot when you put a bunch of them together. So $50 for not too big a box. Amazon I get a lot of stuff shipped to me from Amazon, or I did. Their shipping is fairly reasonable. They basically, it's unfortunate, it's not really by weight, it's just by item. It seems to be about $4.50 per whatever it is. If it's a DVD, if it's a book, it's just $4.50, $4.50, $4.50. So if you get a DVD, a book, and I don't know, another CD, yeah, it's going to be about $15 in shipping. So I recommend checking out amazon.co.jp also, but you know, as I mentioned before in other vlogs, sometimes the prices are a lot different and it ends up actually being cheaper to get stuff shipped from America. So anyway, I recommend send stuff to yourself. Don't try to put it all in your luggage. And sending things back, you know, if you want to send gifts or something, can be a little bit cheaper from Japan to, I would assume England is okay too, or you know, whatever country you're from, if you don't, you know, if you don't mind it taking a while. Obviously by boat, when I send some of these boxes of like my winter clothes, which I don't need anymore, I'm going to send them back to America now. You know, I don't care how long it takes to get there. It can take a month, that's fine. This package, I paid intermediate shipping. This cost me $69 from America. And I'm sure my actual fee on jcpenney.com was probably about $75 with handling. And I did intermediate. But it got to me, it left America on the 18th, and today is the 25th. So it got to me in about a week. So that's pretty good. But just, you know, factor that in when you're thinking about things. But for me, buying clothes over these past 5 years, this has been my savior, to be able to get stuff shipped to me. You know, because I just can't, especially here in rural Japan, I just can't go out and buy things. So, shipping. Ship stuff to yourself. You know, send yourself some comforts. Get someone you know back in the world to send you a little care package from time to time of, you know, your favorite whatever products, food, cosmetics, magazine, whatever it is. It really makes a big difference. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.